Hey folks, this upcoming video is cold front jerkbait action for smallmouth bass. You know, one of my favorite baits to throw for smallmouth is jerkbait. It's been for a long time. With the cold spring that we had, coupled with the fact that this was a severe cold front that got through, that water temp was cold and the fish were really lethargic. So, I started with a 110, working around some flats and stuff like that, getting a few nips and some follow-ups, but not really getting bit. So I thought it was a perfect situation for me to try the 110 Silent, which came out last year, and what a difference it made. I literally went from catching nothing to getting bit almost instantaneously. My setup for this is pretty straightforward. It was a 110 jerkbait, 110, sorry, Destroyer 110 Special, which is my favorite 110 rod, just because I can work that bait so effortlessly, get the maximum action that I can possibly get out of this bait without overworking my body, and you can just fish it all day long. It's fantastic. I was throwing it on 10-pound fluorocarbon. Sometimes I'll go lighter or heavier, up to 14. In this situation, there wasn't really a lot of cover around. It was a lot of sand and gravel, so 10 just seemed to be about the right line diameter for this. And the key really is how you work it. I was working it real slow. If you look at the video and you watch my action, the rod is just really more of a twitch with a lot of pause in between, and most of the fish actually bit right on the pause. Sometimes they'll hit it as soon as you move it. Sometimes they'll hit it when you stop. Again, you're playing around. I get asked this question all the time: what's the best cadence? There's no such thing. The best cadence is the cadence that's working for you that day. I like to change things around. I constantly changing my cadences around until I figure out what the fish want. So that's it. Next time you're out, give this a shot. Remember, water temp, in those low 60s or colder, I'm definitely slowing down my cadence. Once it gets above into the high 60, 70, then I'm speeding it up. Play around with it. Think of it as sight fishing, but rather than seeing the fish before you cast them, you're actually seeing how they react to your bait. And by that, you're able to make proper adjustments. And that's really what I do anytime I'm on the water, especially when I'm fishing shallow. So give it a shot. Check it out. Jerk baits are a lot of fun and catch a lot of big fish on it too. It is definitely a big fish bait. Give them a shot. Try them out. I guarantee you, if you haven't, you'll love them. If you're using them already and you use these little tips I've given you, it'll make a big difference the next time you're on the water.